Welcome everybody for opening the panel for today, and it's a really good and also very important topic that we are going to discuss, and she is going to actually represent by herself with her presentation. Welcome Melisa Karabeyoglu, dietitian, and also she is making difference in sports industry at the football clubs, and also she has an international career. And I'm so proud to welcome Cigdem Turkan as well. So very welcome again. And yeah, I'm just going back to you, Melisa. Can you describe what are you doing and what's your mission as a young woman in sports industry?
Thank you for the warm welcome. It's very kind of you. It's an honor to be here, and it is also an honor to talk about not only nutrition in the sports field, but also the underrepresentation of women in the sports field. Firstly, I am a registered dietitian nutritionist. I'm also a certified dietitian nutritionist of New York State. I work with the Academy. I'm the chair-elect of the International American Dietetic Association, and I have my own business, which I founded under Smile with Melissa LLC. I consult nutritionists. I consult my nutrition clients worldwide, and I work with a lot of sports industry professionals. With my career, as I was an athlete myself, I was a professional swimmer, I realized that women were underrepresented in all fields, especially in sports. Unfortunately, a lot of the nutrition guidelines that are given to female athletes are the same as men. Research shows that it's actually the opposite. I always like to say that men are like the sun. They come up and they go down at the same time every day. Women are like the moon. Their cycles vary every week of the month. Therefore, their nutrition also varies, and their hormones, and their expectations and emotions. Making a diet customized to a female body in order to increase performance is essential, and it's one of my main goals.
And also, as just you underline the difference about men and women, and in this sector, like as a dietitian, from your perspective, how could you get more empowered women in this sports and football industry by your tools?
Okay, that's a great question. So I think that women should always demand their right. Whatever profession you're in, demand your pay, demand your time, demand your bathroom break, demand your time off for menstruation cramps, demand extra time for when you're pregnant and you're delivering. Once women start speaking up more, we will have better rights in all fields. In sports, women need to demand for proper nutrition care and proper time off. Our bodies are different. They're actually stronger in many ways. We live longer, we have a better understanding of pain, and we're able to motivate each other in ways that men are not, and we're able to be maternal supports. So when you have the support of your team and your women friends next to you, anything is possible. So in sports, we were just talking about this, don't compete with each other, support each other. Help your female friends grow, especially in the sports field and in business. Relating to nutrition, a supplement that a lot of research has shown and that I'm also working on in my PhD is magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that is now deficient in our soil, and athletes require magnesium supplementation. Women actually require more magnesium supplementation than men, because magnesium is a main mineral that relaxes our muscles. I would say that potassium contracts and magnesium relaxes. So, for instance, in the last 2 weeks of a woman's cycle, when she has her luteinizing hormone and her menstruation, she needs extra magnesium supplementation, especially if she's an athlete.
And Melissa, it's also affected our psychology, like as a woman, right? As you just mentioned about magnesium, for example, like before your women get period, I mean the stress and the hormones and changes, is that affect to their performance actually?
Yeah, so I think that unfortunately menstruation is a taboo topic where actually it's what allows us to live longer. Every month women lose blood that's toxic. So we're going through a natural detox. Men have the same blood in their body their whole life unless they donate blood. We are actually having a beautiful experience occur every month, and it does affect our emotions, which, TV and commercials make us look like we're always crying, but it can also be an empowerment. So our nutrition does change, our support does change, and also our feelings, but we can use this to our strengths and become stronger. Another issue that's really prominent in the athletic industry is for sport fields where you wear tight clothing, such as swimming, dancing, aerobics. It's called the female triad. So women generally try and maintain a lower weight than men do, even in the same sports for soccer and football, in order to not look bulky. And therefore, they don't have as strong muscle and hormone maintenance. So it's very important to make sure that we prioritize women's health, including sufficient muscle and fat mass. Not just so that female sport players are beautiful and sexy, they have to be strong and heal. So we need to encourage this field as well to grow.
And Melisa, what is your actually schedule or like the exact plan that woman has to follow up and they will that could be like make them feel better and also affected the performance and after all the whole life?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I always say that nutrition is different, right? You have a very stressful day today. You haven't had a chance probably to even use the restroom. So your diet today will be different than your diet maybe next week when you're at home. So I think that everyone's nutrition needs to be customized. Every sport, every person's nutrition needs to be customized. And what's more important is once we work with nutritionists and sport professionals and we learn the knowledge, we can then apply it to our own lives. So I would say that after a dietitian works with a sports team, and when I do work with sport teams, then female players are able to be like, I have practice today. I should load up on more carbohydrates before and protein after. So
it's amazing, and I also want to ask you, like, as a personal. So, why did you describe, and how did you decide to get in the business as a dietitian? Like, is that an mission or like a deep some
Thank
feeling?
you. So when I was younger, I had moved between. I lived in New York City all my life. My mother is American and my father is Turkish. And when I went to Turkey I was in Turkey for like 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. I went back to America. And after living in Turkey, I realized how unhealthy the American diet is. And I learned that a lot of the side effects that we feel, like anxiety, stress, diabetes, it's all because of the modern diet. So I became very passionate in getting into nutrition to help heal people. I believe that I'm here on this world to help heal people and also in order to help spread love and happiness. So that's my main goals.
It's my proud to have you on the stage, seriously, because this is so powerful, the words. And such a shine you bring on the world that it seems so. And we have Cigdem. I would love to give a chance to speak with Melisa and go on, please.
Well, I mean, just between us, we met last night and we bonded over the purple jersey, which is an important project that yourself and a friend are working on. Can you close it? Hold it closer.
Yeah,
I should
close
speak louder. So, I mean, we've had a discussion and you were excited by the fact that I'd heard about the jersey from London. It's an impactful project. Would you like to just tell us a little bit more about how the project came about and the impact? Yeah, of course. Wait.
So my close childhood friend, who's also half American, half Turkish, was really moved by an attack that happened to a woman in Samsun. So my best friend Zeycan, she grew up in Samsun, and after many incidents, especially the incident with Pınar Gültekin, where she was stabbed repeatedly, and the media was not allowed to cover it. We felt angry. And sometimes you can't talk about issues that are controversial, especially in developing countries. So you have to find another way to bring change to the world and make your voice powerful. They say a picture is 1,000 words. Today, I think a picture is worth 1,000,000 words because we are so visual. So Zeycan used the color purple, which is the official color for justice, but also women's rights, to symbolize this jersey. So SAMSUNSPOR has agreed to wear this jersey for a year. Having men wear this jersey and having other men cheer other men wearing this jersey is a huge, huge movement that has not been seen in soccer before. Even in the national team of Argentina, Messi also created a jersey that's purple with Adidas to represent the significance of this. Research shows that 1 out of 3 women over the world experience some type of violence. So if you have a mother or a sister or a girlfriend, there's a 35%, 33% chance or more that she has experienced some type of violence. We've all been, we've all been experiencing, unfortunately, sexual violence on a repetitive base, but we don't talk about it because we feel bad afterwards. So instead of not talking about it, we need to bring awareness. So we created this purple jersey for that reason, and we're extremely, extremely excited about it.
And I also want to add, as color purple, as Oprah Winfrey, you know, the most influential woman in the world, actually. Her first movie called Color Purple.
Yeah.
So this is so exciting and really interesting, so inspirational that you picked that color and for this project.
Yes.
So you also guys have some social responsibility about
Yes.
women's rights. What are
Yes.
what are those?
Thank you. So right now we have, there is an organization, in Turkish it's called Kadına Şiddete Hayır, and our mission is to help increase awareness about the violence that occurs towards women in Turkey and all over the world. The United Nations statistics show that in the world, in Europe, 1 in 4 women experience violence. However, in Turkey, that percentage is higher. It's 38%. We don't talk about it, and it's affecting our sisters, our mothers, our co-workers. So our mission is to constantly create awareness with this on our social media channel. Actually, in the Istanbul Marathon, we all wore these jerseys to support this, and it's been very exciting. And Kuray also has been aware of all the support, yeah.
You just mentioned about social media. So do you think social media impacts a lot about this awareness, and also is that helping for you to go your goal?
Yes. So I don't know about you, but in the beginning, I didn't like social media. I was like, this is very fake. I was like, everything is fake. People are looking like they're in these, expensive places. There's filters. It just felt so fake to me. But I didn't realize that it's the first time that we have the ability to talk about anything we want with everybody in the world. So now people who have lower income levels from poorer countries like, Africa, or people who don't usually talk out like women are actually using social media to deliver their message. I also do a lot of animal rights work, and I rescue animals. We use a lot of social media. So social media can be powerful how you use it. You can use it to post a picture of yourself looking great in a bikini, which you should, but you can also use it for your mission. You can use it for both. Or you can do either or, but I like to do both because we are allowed to put whatever we want on social media.
Melisa, as an educated, powerful, and also knowledgeable that we are seeing. So do you have some message to the young generation, young girls, and also who wants to, be like you in someday? Is there any message and a motivation?
Thank you. I guess my one goal would be to be honest. And never ever lie to anybody, because once you start lying to someone, you start lying to yourself. And when you're honest with who you are, you then become a different person. And I also would like to talk about the importance of love. It is the highest vibration. It heals all illnesses. So look at everything with honesty and love, and the rest will be your history. Yeah.
You want to say as a closing part to the message for your social media followers and the audience?
Sure. So I'm writing a book. It's called The Happiness Diet. Instead of focusing on how to be slim or how to get muscular or how to, grow longer hair, I want you to focus on what makes you happy and eat a diet that helps support that. Whether you're a female athlete, whether you're a photographer working really hard, whether you're a father, whether you're a woman who has just experienced violence, what would make you happy? And not just your diet, but your lifestyle. So finding what makes you happy and what makes you feel good, it's usually tied to your purpose. So that would be my message. Yeah, so that's a really good idea. Why don't you say that?
So just to add, in terms of the project around the kit, they've also created a hashtag which is pretty much end violence against women. There's also inscription across the kit in various languages which says the same, so that there can be more of an international impact. There's been a lot of matchday activation. Obviously the club would know more about that, but I've seen it from London, so you can see that it's had the impact on social media. In addition, there's some self-defense classes as well that the club run. I know that happens in Istanbul, so they're trying to equip women with the confidence and the ability to support themselves using the gestures of the campaign, but also physically trying to build that confidence in a woman to be able to protect themselves if they were to be facing any violence against them. So there's a lot of activation
and it's
around
also
the kit as
it's
well.
also create a movement. Like it's just like beginning of something.
Yeah.
It's really big.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for having. It's proud to have you as a guest, and I hope like everyone who's listening to you just getting an inspiration that they need and the motivation, and also confidence from young girls like you. Thank you everybody. Let's have a picture as a closing with the jersey. Birisi var mı? Biz fotoğraf istiyoruz. Bu anı ölümsüzleştirelim diye arkada da amblemle ama Berat yok. Heh, okay, there's somebody. Biz de tutalım. Evet ya, biz niye bakın burada sıkıştık? Şöyle.